Okay, this is how you do a letter. A letter is a diagonal stitch. I've drawn the black dots on the threads of the canvas. I want to cover diagonally from bottom left to upper right every time I put a black line on the canvas. My first stitch is always a single. The one underneath it is only one black line, is a single too. But when I go underneath that stitch, then I have the black line here and here. So I'm able to stretch it over 2 threads of the canvas. I want to stretch it as much as I can. The next one I can do 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm always staying on the diagonal, but I'm going as far as the black lines allow. When I get to the corner, if it's a rounded letter, I only have 2 black threads here, so I go 1 shorter. I continue moving to the right. I have 2 black threads to go over in my diagonal, and now I'm going to move down and bring the line completely down. The Vav is probably the easiest letter to do, but so many letters are like this. The Dalet is exactly like the Vav, except longer. Don't be afraid of letters that look different, like the Shin. I'm going to sneak on over to the Shin now. I work it the same exact way. I always start so I can cover from bottom left to upper right diagonally, and I always increase the amount of stitches, the amount of lines I go over when I can. What I do is I work the top part of the Shin like it's its own piece. It's like I'm making a box at the top. When I'm able to go over more threads, I go over more threads. And when it's smaller, I close up my box by just doing a single stitch. I'm then going to work the downward line of the Shin like it's its own piece. So I'm going to put single stitches going down the line of the Shin. I will go back and do the other legs of the Shin after I finish this. But I work this diagonal line like it's its own separate piece. When I get to the base of the Shin, I do this like it's its own rectangle. So I start off going over one line, I go underneath it, I'm going to go over 2 lines of canvas, and then the third one brings me over 1, 2, 3 lines or threads of the canvas. And I'm going to take that straight across until the base of my Shin is put in. Remember, I'm going to do the downward lines like they're their own piece. So this is my last stitch of my rectangle. I start closing it up now by going over 2 threads, 1, 2, and then I do the last one as a single, and then I'll just bring my yarn right back up to the top and do the rest of the Shin from there.